Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're getting into something really interesting, the super app concept. This idea of a single app trying to manage, well, almost everything in your daily life. It's ambitious, and we're focusing on one specific player today that's really making waves.
That's right. We're diving deep into GoChat Messenger today. It's the all-in-one messaging and super app platform from E and UAE. You probably know them as Etisalat by E and all. And we're looking at the whole picture here, not just like a list of features. We're talking communication, finance, rewards,
Yeah.
the whole ecosystem.
Okay. So our mission then is to figure out how this app blends all these things, communication, money, lifestyle stuff, and what makes it such a big deal, particularly in its home market, the UAE.
Exactly. We've got sources covering its extensive feature set from calls to banking to, even unique reward systems. It's quite comprehensive.
Right. So let's start at the beginning. There are tons of messaging apps out there. What's the hook for GoChat? What makes someone actually install it, especially first?
Okay, the absolute key differentiator, the thing that made it almost instantly essential for, well, millions in the UAE, is connectivity. Plain and simple, GoChat Messenger offers free, high-quality voice and video calls globally.
Now, hold on. For a lot of our listeners, maybe outside the region, they might think, okay, yeah, so what? Lots of apps do that.
Exactly. And that's where the local context is absolutely critical. You have to understand the situation there.
Right.
This free calling feature, it's foundational. It's a huge deal because other really popular global VoIP services, and the sources specifically mentioned WhatsApp and FaceTime calling, well, they've historically faced restrictions on those calling features inside the UAE.
Ah, okay. So GoChat isn't just another option.
Not at all. It basically provides a clear, officially supported way to get that free, high-quality global voice and video calling. It neatly sidesteps that major frustration point for so many people.
So it's solving a real practical infrastructure problem for a huge number of users who need to connect internationally. That's how you get people on board initially.
Precisely. It just removes that friction right away. And look, once they've got you using it for the reliable calls, which, let's face it, is a massive draw, the basic communication stuff is all solid too. Secure, encrypted messaging, reliable one-on-one chats, group voice and video. It delivers the essentials, plus this huge, necessary bonus feature.
Okay, that makes sense for the initial adoption, but the super app label means going way beyond just calls and texts. It needs to weave itself into daily life. So how does GoChat move into those crucial daily services? Let's talk about money first, finance. How does it stack up there?
It stacks up very aggressively, actually. And it does this by leveraging the power of its parent company, EN. GoChat integrates some pretty significant financial functions, all powered directly by EN Money.
Okay, so what does that mean in practice? Are we talking of just sending money to friends?
It's more than that. Yes,
Yeah.
peer-to-peer transfers are there, but it also covers things like bill payments and, critically, both local and international money transfers.
International transfers, let's pause on that for a second. The UAE has a massive expatriate population, right? So the market for sending money home, remittances, must be enormous.
Absolutely enormous, and that's the strategic implication here. GoChat seems deliberately positioned to capture a big slice of that remittance market.
How so? By making it easier.
Exactly. Means users don't have to leave the app, go find an exchange house, or even open their banking app. It's all integrated. By putting international transfers right there, GoChat uses the trust and the customer base it already has through the telecom side of things. It basically becomes a financial middleman, potentially cutting down on fees or just a hassle compared to the older ways of doing things. It's aiming to own that transaction layer for the expat community.
Wow, okay. That's a really significant move. It shifts it from just being a chat app that happens to have payments to potentially being a major player in financial services. Now, what about the other day-to-day stuff, the lifestyle services they've bundled in? Are there any, surprising things you can do through GoChat?
Oh, yeah. It really does try to manage daily living quite effectively, almost like a digital concierge. You can access a whole range of home services. The sources specifically mention booking and paying for things like home cleaning services.
Okay, cleaning services, that makes sense. Anything else stand out?
Well, health services too, which became, super relevant recently. The app lets users arrange for essential things like PCR tests right at home.
PCR tests at home booked through your chat app? That's comprehensive.
It is. And then there's leisure and information too. Things like games, news updates, and even accessing Smiles vouchers and deals, which is Ian's loyalty program.
So cleaning, health tests, news deals, plus the messaging and the international money transfers. That's a lot under one roof.
It really is. It connects back
Okay.
to that core goal,
Hmm.
being the go-to application for daily life in the UAE and also for staying connected globally.
This bundling, though, finance, home maintenance, health, communication, all under the EN umbrella. It must bring in questions about, competition and just how much power is centralized in one platform. I mean, if you're doing your banking, booking cleaners, and chatting with family all in the same app, what do the sources say about the sheer amount of data EN is gathering?
Well, the sources definitely highlight the user angle first. The convenience is massive. That's the appeal. The main goal is to stop you needing 5 or 6 different apps, right, to cut down that friction.
Sure, convenience is king.
But yes, you're right. The flip side is that EN is consolidating this incredibly vast and diverse data set. Your financial transactions, your location history from service bookings, your personal communications, it's all flowing into one place. The convenience is essentially the trade-off for accepting that level of data centralization.
That friction reduction is obviously the big selling point. Okay, let's shift gears a bit. How does this whole thing make money? With all these features, what's the business model? And how do they keep people engaged?
It's kind of a hybrid model.
Yeah.
So yes, if you're using the free version, you will see advertisements within the app.
Ads, okay? Standard enough.
But they immediately give you a way out, especially for the heavy users. And that's the Go VIP subscription.
Ah, the premium tier. Tell us about that. What do you get for being a Go VIP besides just getting rid of the ads?
Right, the ad-free experience is the main draw, naturally. But Go VIP is also about adding value and maybe a bit of status for those willing to pay. You get things like exclusive stickers, for your chats. And you also get a VIP profile badge. Little perks like that.
A VIP badge.
Yeah.
Interesting. So it's partly about social signaling within the app itself.
Exactly. It's a pretty smart psychological play, I think, offering a little bit of status to encourage people to sign up for that recurring payment.
Status is definitely a motivator. But what about users who don't want to pay? How does GoChat keep them hooked? The sources mention something called GoChat coins.
Yes. And this is where the strategy gets really clever and ties right back into the parent company, IENA, the GoChat coin system. It's purely designed to reward active use of the platform. You earn these coins by doing things in the app, using services, sending messages, maybe even interacting with some ads, potentially.
Okay, so you earn coins through engagement, but what can you do with them? That's the important part, right? We're not just talking about more stickers, are we?
No, definitely not. And this is what makes it so strategically powerful. It creates this, closed-loop economy within their ecosystem. Users can redeem these GoChat coins for things with real, tangible value. Specifically, the sources mention free mobile data allowances and sometimes even subscriptions to other services.
For free mobile
Pretty
data,
spot on.
hang on. The parent company, ENA, is a telecom provider.
Precisely. Think about that cycle. They let you trade your engagement within their app for free mobile data, which is their core product.
Wow. So you need data to use the app effectively, and using the app earns you more data.
It's an incredibly sticky loop. It means using their super app ecosystem directly helps pay for the core telecom service from the parent company. It basically locks the user deeper into the entire EN environment from both communication and financial perspectives. Every message, every transaction subtly reinforces loyalty back to the main telecom provider.
That is pretty brilliant, actually. It's a textbook case of using vertical integration to build platform dependency. Really smart.
It's highly efficient from their perspective, definitely.
Okay, so connecting all these dots, GoChat is positioning itself as the essential digital utility for the region. It's merging communication, commerce, finance, lifestyle services, loyalty rewards, all into one single interface.
Exactly. And handling all that complexity requires something sophisticated to navigate it all. Which brings us to the final piece mentioned in the sources.
Right, the technology needed to manage such a sprawling platform.
Yeah, they point to the integration of advanced tech
Right.
to basically handle the sheer number of features.
Let's get into that. The sources mention GoChat GPT. Now, information gathering sounds a bit, vague. How does AI actually function within an app that's doing banking, booking home services, and handling your messages?
That's a great question. The insight here is that the AI, the GoChat GPT part, is being set up as the essential navigation layer for all this complexity. Think about it. When an app offers dozens of different services, money transfers, bill payments, finding a cleaner, booking a health test, users can easily get overwhelmed. Feature overload is real.
Sure, you could spend ages hunting through menus.
Right. So GoChat GPT is designed to cut through that, to simplify that huge feature set.
How? Like instead of clicking through menus to book that cleaner, find the payment options, and the confirmation, you could just talk to the AI.
That seems to be the goal, turning complex, multi-step tasks into potentially a single conversational command. The AI could, in theory, understand and execute something like, find a top-rated cleaner for Tuesday afternoon, pay using my Ian money, and confirm the booking. It acts as the conversational glue holding all those disparate services together.
Making the whole super app concept actually usable day to day, reducing friction at every step.
Precisely. It's the interface that makes the utility practical.
Okay, so let's try to sum this up. What does it all mean? GoChat Messenger emerges as this unified platform built to solve a specific local problem, the VoIP restrictions to get users on board. But then it rapidly expands, integrating essential daily services, especially financial transactions like international remittances and lifestyle needs. And it's all underpinned by this clever reward system that loops back to the parent telecom company, plus an AI layer to make it all manageable.
That's a great summary. It's incredibly integrated, designed to be highly efficient, and extremely sticky. The convenience factor is undeniable.
This has been a really fascinating deep dive. We've covered that unique VoIP advantage, the huge potential in the remittance market, the smart bundling of services, and the role of AI in making it all work.
hmm And that really brings us to the final thought we wanted to leave you, the listener, with. It builds directly on everything we've just discussed. The sheer power concentrated in a single platform that handles your private conversations, your money transfers, and coordinates access to services in your home. It raises some fundamental questions.
Like the trade-off between convenience and dependency.
Exactly. GoChat offers this incredible efficiency. But how much convenience is too much? At what point does this level of integration make users feel, well, irreversibly locked into one single digital ecosystem? How far can this go, or even should it go?
Definitely something to think about next time you use an app that does, well, almost everything.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing the sources and walking us through this complex landscape. It's been insightful.
My pleasure. Always interesting to see these ecosystems develop.
And thank you for joining us for this deep dive. We'll catch you on the next one.